What's good, all? Welcome back to our channel, Chrissyy Talks. Y'all call me Chrissyy. Happy Friday, and say hello to my dog, Onyx. Onyx! What dog isn't gonna make your day just a little bit better? Now, anyway, Derrick Jaxn, the relationship guru, the love doctor, the self-proclaimed love ambassador Christian man, let's go ahead and talk about it. Back in 2012, Derrick Jaxn came out and talked about all the mistakes he did in his past relationship with Danaya Jaxn, who is now his current wife. He goes ahead and talks about their mistakes before eventually getting back together, having kids, and getting married. So he tells their story on social media, and later on he starts to become known for giving advice and telling strategies, really challenging couples to think about their relationships. You know, he becomes this relationship guru, this love doctor. You get the point. He grew over 1 million followers while making videos in the front seat and the passenger side and the best friend's ride. But he records his video on the front seat of his car telling advice. Just to give you an idea, he makes videos such as how to make sure he regrets losing you, how he treats you is how he feels about you, why men smarten up when it's too late, things a man will not let you do if he loves you. So basically, he's really just making videos saying things that a woman wants to hear, and at this point, it's pretty easy to do. Now, he also wrote several books about love, including Things She Wishes You Understood, A Cheating Man's Heart, and Heal Together. Now, regarding his reputation, it became really messy when rumors arose earlier this month of one of his past mistresses speaking out surrounding their alleged affair. Now, a woman by the name of Candice came out with an exclusive video with another YouTuber by the name of Tasha K and basically spilled the beans about what happened between her and Derrick Jaxn. Now, if you guys want to see the full video, I will gladly link that down below in my description, but basically she talks about what happened when he flew her out to a vacation in Miami and they spent his birthday together.
So when you were at the house and y'all had sex, were there any pictures of them in the house and stuff?
She still had all her stuff there, and like I seen boxes packed up, so I was assuming like maybe she's gonna, you know, pack her stuff or whatever. So she still had stuff in her bathroom. She had her, like, all her feminine products, all her, like, her wigs were still there, her clothes were still there, but like there was also like packing boxes. I'm not sure what the packing boxes were. I wasn't really like paying attention, but I was assuming like, oh, maybe she's gonna get the rest of her stuff. You know, allows me to stay at his place. So I stay there for the whole weekend, and that's his birthday weekend. So, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe it's true. His wife and him are separated or whatever. I don't know what the case was.
She also claims that she was told by Derrick that he was unofficially separated from his wife before bringing her into their home. Now, although the video between Derrick and his wife is currently blowing up about his confessions with sleeping with this woman, at first he actually denied the allegations. He came out with a 30-minute long video explaining that he and Danaya were separated in February, and even though he basically did his own thing, he did not sleep with anybody. He did not sleep with this woman, Candice.
February 1st is the official mutual. I said, look, I don't think this is going to work. Separation. We had some challenges before that. February 4th, I gave my life to Christ. I said, God, I can't handle this. I need you to come in and help me out. That was on February 4th. The exact same day, Danaya, my wife, she packed up the kids and left the crib, went 1,500 miles away to her mom's crib. And then we have a conversation. When we do have a conversation, she's letting me know, like, whatever you need to do because you're not my responsibility. I'm not linked to you. Like, we are together, but right now I understand if you got to go out and do whatever. What that spoke to me was, I don't care if you're going to be with other women, et cetera, et cetera. But that wasn't my green light. We talking about my birthday. She basically lets me know there's no plan for her to be around on my birthday. Now I'm in screw it mode, F it mode. I'm hitting up old chicks. I really don't care at this point. One of those people was a girl named Candice. She's from Florida, Orlando, Florida. Girl I'd have known, at least been acquainted with for a couple of years, right? So me and Candice have had a sexual relationship without actually having sex. All of these years, right? We go hang out, we're on the yacht, we're doing our thing, friends are there. She leaves, everybody leaves, my boys leave, she leaves, everything. She comes back the next day because we're gonna go out to eat. And for some reason, she needed to use my charger first thing in the morning. I didn't really find that odd, I didn't think nothing about it. What I didn't know was Candice was taking pictures of my feet. And what was it, a couple of weeks later, I'm like, look, I'm about to do something for my birthday, do you wanna come out? I'm smoking, I'm getting high, still no sex. But she wants to use the bathroom. She wants to go and use my charger whenever we did the house tour with a couple of people. She wants to stop and do this, stop and do that. I didn't know what was going on until later on, that the entire time she was trying to take pictures of me as I'm walking in and out. Okay, I didn't know that, right? I never slept with her. Our relationship was sexual in nature from day one. I've been acquainted with her 9 or 10 years or something like that, but I did not sleep with her.
So I don't get this whole, we were sexual, we had sexual nature, but we didn't have sex. You feel me? Like, this video has since been deleted, and he came out with a side-by-side video with his wife confessing to the world that he had cheated. And it was not just with Candice, but it was with several other women as well.
What's going on, guys? Derrick Jaxn here, and today I am joined by my lovely wife, Danaya. And we just wanted to address a couple of things. You know, we understand that some of you may have already heard, maybe not, that this chapter of our marriage is one that was preceded by a marriage that I completely failed. And I would say it just started around August, maybe September of last year. But, you know, a lot has been said already about what was the cause and all that other stuff. Some of it is true, some of it is completely false. But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick Jaxn was involved with other women outside the marriage. And by involved, I want to be clear, I'm not talking about just casually kicking it, maybe a lunch or something like that. I'm talking about as serious as sex, to sexual flirtation and meeting up and that kind of thing. And some things that otherwise may be considered okay by some in terms of like just chatting or checking on people or being checked on by people that I've had a previous encounter with. But without my wife's knowledge of it and with us having a sexual history, all of it falls under the umbrella of inappropriate, cheating, affair, stepping out. It's important that I first off let you guys know I do not stand by those actions. I don't want to encourage anybody to do that. And then secondly, I know that I cannot build a platform preaching certain things, preaching against certain things, and then in my real life live contrary to that. You know, the same way that I preach, you know, men and women in this situation need to face consequences of their actions, deserve to be held accountable. Guess what? Derrick Jaxn's no exemption. He's not exempt from that. I'm also not a victim. And now we're finally getting on to the other side personally in our own healing and our own marital oneness.
I've been flooded again with messages, I need to leave, or why haven't I left? And the answer is, when I found out about it, I left. I did not hesitate or waste time to do so. And I stayed gone. No matter how many times he came, I stayed gone and stood firm on, I am not coming back. And I did not come back until I seen a shift and a change in his mentality. There's nothing out there right now that is information that I don't already know about or haven't known about. We have moved forward from it. We have gotten counsel for it and continue to do so. So today, where I'm at is at peace, and I proudly stand by his side, and I have no hesitation, I have no hurt, no shame about that. And it's only because of the grace of God.
Now, ironically, Danaya received a lot of backlash for staying with Derrick. She actually received a lot of fucked up backlash from what she was wearing, her bonnet and her sweater, to her actually sitting with this man and letting him tell the world that he cheated on her ass. And I hope this is not making that much sense to you as it is for me, because I'm not understanding why you have this man who is so black men don't cheat, and he, a black man, had cheated, and yet people are still coming for the black woman who stood by his side. Now, Danaya said in this video she did not stay at first. She left his ass. And it's just like, with the several thousand people who are coming at this woman, I guarantee you at least several thousand of them bitches stay with somebody who cheated on their ass or played their ass. One of them stayed with a nigga who was like, babe, we were sexual, but we did not have a sexual relationship. I will never understand, like, yeah, I'm thinking, damn, like, why did she stay with this nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's none of my business. Like, I learned a long ass time ago not to judge what somebody else does in their relationship. Even if I do think, damn, like, this girl is behaving stupidly, bitch, stupidly. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, love makes you do crazy things and throw a whole bunch of cliches at you. But bitch, if you've been involved with somebody, I'm guarantee you done something stupid that you would not have done otherwise. And it's like, at the end of the day, we do not know their relationship 100%. I mean, you know, the nigga did kind of write a couple books and made videos and made money off their relationship, yeah, but like at the end of the day, we do not know what goes on behind closed doors. We do not know what kind of conversations they had. She was in the process of divorcing his ass. Like, she made those steps to leave, but she also made those steps to, you know, commit and forgive him, and that's her choice 100%. Even if it's like, okay, I want to do it, so what? We're not in a situation, and We all done stupid shit. Now, she came out with 2 videos responding to what people were saying to her. One video responding to the backlash of why did she stay with him.
Hey world, this is Danaya Jackson here. Here to answer a question. I keep on getting this question. Why now? Did Derrick beat you and drag you to save him? Well, first let me say that only Jesus Christ can save Derrick. Okay, only Jesus can save him. He has already done that. And now Derrick is laying in the bed that he made. Why am I speaking now? I've come to confront the issue that says you cannot be healed, that it takes this amount of time for you to be healed, that you have to be depressed, have anxiety, hide your face, you once a cheater, always a cheater, you are this and we are this and we are that. You can never overcome this situation. There's always someone better. Well, those are lies from the pit of hell. But it's because what we don't understand is that there is a spiritual war going on. So though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Just because something is dead does not mean it cannot be resurrected by the blood of Jesus Christ. Second to that, I never had a desire to come and speak to the public in this capacity, and being attached to someone who is a great public figure can be a lot to deal with, especially with coming to the world who says you have to look a certain way, you have to sit up proper a certain way, you have to articulate yourself a certain way, you have to wear your hair a certain way, you have to do all of these things, which I'm not. I don't meet up to that. I don't care about these things that says, oh, I have to do all these things. I have to wear a certain thing. I have to have the right lighting and all these things. That is not my ministry. Every demonic tongue speaking against does be condemned now in the name of Jesus. I release the blessings of the Lord upon your lives. And I will talk to you guys later.
And then another video responding to what she was wearing in the video. Like, why are you wearing a bonnet?
I have a question. What would God say about your body language in this hour? How would God judge your body language in this hour? Furthermore, how prepared are you to stand on the spoken word of God and to proclaim victory over sin? When the enemy comes in like a flood, will you drown or will you walk on water? With that, he has sent me to speak and to come forth and to speak boldly, to proclaim victory over sin and to let you know that he heals, he changes, he resurrects from the dead. He has the power, for it is not by might nor by power, but by the Spirit of God. I did not come here to play games and to play dress up. I came here in my battle suit and I spilled the blood of the enemy. You see a bonnet, I see the helmet of salvation. You see an army green shirt, I see the breastplate of righteousness. I see the belt of truth, the sandals of peace, the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, and the shield of faith.
Again, I don't understand why that mattered at all. From her words, she came out and was like, bitch, this is my army gear. At the end of the day, she has her rights. Like, I really don't understand why people are nitpicking at her. I've seen some posts talking about, oh, I understand why she cheated on her. Look at her. Okay, yeah, look at a natural, beautiful black woman. Like, it's crazy the hate that black women get for real, especially by other black women, by other black men, and by people of color in general. So you're telling me that, oh, you see why Derrick Jaxn cheated on his wife, regardless of almost a decade of giving out relationship advice, you see why he was such a big ass hypocrite, cheating on his beautiful wife for being a natural black woman. Make it make sense. Now Derrick's, some people would say narcissistic ass, came out and made a video reacting to his confession. He literally made a video speaking out in third person, reacting to himself, talking about, well, somebody said I should do it, bitch, it was you. It's you. Was it by the name of Derrick Jaxn?
I don't know if old boy was trolling or not, but he said, D, I think I want to see a reaction to this video. So Let's do it. And by the way, I'm gonna speak in third person. A lot of you already seen this, but this is Derrick Jaxn. A lot of people think of him as a relationship expert and guru and all of that. Well, he and his wife are making this video because apparently at some point in their marriage, or maybe even beforehand in the relationship, he didn't take his own advice and he stepped out and he got involved with other women, as you heard them say. Now, upon first impression, nothing really stuck out to me about him, but more so about the wife. Like, I heard her say that she stands with her husband, she's proud to love him. I heard her say that, you know, this is some time ago, they've already processed this, overcame this, dealt with this a long time ago, and nothing's really new to her. But just by her body language, I was really wondering, like, did he force her to do this video? Like, she looks super uncomfortable, like she doesn't want to be there. But then I watched their live chat that they did right afterwards, and, you know, I kind of caught that this is just a part of her personality, so that kind of explains somewhat of her demeanor. You know, she clearly has a mind of her own, if you saw the live chat too, and she said that the live chat even was her idea. So with that, cool. She wants to stand by her husband. She feels like he's worth it. She has that right. Now, as far as what he said, I understand and I completely applaud him taking accountability, because too many times we see dudes and they got this sob story about how they was raised and, you know, they broken home and all. He didn't do that. He just took accountability. But I hope he understands that all the accountability in the world is not going to rebuild broken trust.
But yeah, so Derrick had the motherfucking audacity to make a video in response to himself, and at first in this video he addresses his wife's demeanor because some people were pointing that out, that it seemed like, you know, she was just a fucking hostage. So he kind of explains that, and then he goes into giving himself a clap on the back for taking accountability for his actions, even though earlier in this video I provided the clips of the 30-minute long video of him saying he did not cheat on his wife with this girl, who he later is now saying he did. But eventually after this video, he does tweet out, "Slander me, not her." And it's just crazy that he has to come out and really tweet this, because Danaya really looks, in the second video that I posted of her in the camouflage sweater, she really looks broken down, and people were commenting she sounded like she was defeated, she sounded like she was just crying, like, and it's like, out of everybody, she definitely didn't deserve that treatment, because there's just so many people who go back with someone who has cheated. And it sucks to say, but for real, people have normalized cheating in relationships more than actual healthy relationships. But again, I just do not roll with the fact that people are really coming at this girl, and you had this man telling you lies, telling you everything you wanted to hear for almost 10 years, making money off of y'all, and y'all just gonna let him slide. Like, this is the problem. Now things seem to be all said and done, but then another mistress, because remember, Candice was not the only one, but another mistress came out and said, "I was pregnant by this man a couple months ago."
The end of November, early December, I found out I was pregnant. I told him, you know, off top, I don't want any children right now. You know, I'm 32 and I don't want kids right now. And he went through like this emotional kind of thing as if he gave us, but I'm pretty sure now that I'm looking, it was just an act, you know, and he was just like, I don't want you to, you know, terminate the pregnancy. I finally found out about her around the time that I came up pregnant. Now, my understanding was, yes, they were married, but they had been separated for at least a year and a half, going on 2 years. It was hard for him to get in contact with her so he can serve her papers, because he said she was in a different city.
So that's kind of where we're at with the story right now. Derrick Jaxn has not said anything in response to this. And the crazy thing is, Tasha K did tweet out before this saying, "I will only accept your apology if you tell your wife and the world this last truth. Or do you want me to do it? I can extend this courtesy. So what we doing?" So this might be what she was talking about, that he got another girl pregnant. I'm not sure if Danaya knew this, and this is like one of the worst ways to find out. It's one thing to sleep with other women, I mean, that's literally already one thing, but to get someone else pregnant is just a whole other level of betrayal. Danaya or Derrick have not yet responded to these latest allegations, so again, that's where we're kind of at with the story. At the end of the day, I do want to say, whatever Danaya chooses to do, she does. Derrick ain't shit, and I really hope people do not continue to support him. It's just one of those things where a YouTuber is being exposed for just being an ain't shit ass person, and I don't believe cancel culture really exists, but this has to be one of the times where it's just like, this man who had 10 years worth of lies, built 10 years worth of supporters, like making 10 years worth of money off of y'all, it just gotta stop. But honestly, I just sincerely hope that Danaya gets whatever healing she gets, and Derrick gets his life together, because what the fuck. And this is why I will always say to watch who y'all support. Not saying that anybody could have known this would have happened, but there have been people who called out his bullshit in the past before, so I don't know what's gonna happen continuing on from there. But comment down what you guys think below. Do you guys think that Derrick Jaxn actually got this girl pregnant? What do you guys think about the backlash Danaya has been receiving? Do you guys think that Derrick Jaxn is actually genuine and is actually sorry? Comment down what you guys think below. Find me on Instagram at mistresses.Chrissyy, 2 S's, 2 Y's. I love and appreciate you guys, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.
She the God, she the God, she the God.